Today we're checking out this HotKing air fryer toaster oven. I love it. I actually am a huge fan of air fryer toaster ovens. I have had the Cuisinart air fryer toaster oven for over 4 years and absolutely loved it. We use it every day with a large family, but then when it finally broke, I was pretty disappointed. But then I was thrilled when the brand reached out to me, HotKing, to try out their air fryer toaster oven. I was like, yes, please, because we totally miss our air fryer toaster oven. And you don't realize how much you use it, how much you miss it until you don't have it anymore. Now, the Cuisinart 4 years ago was replacing this traditional air fryer. And we had this. This does great for air frying, but that's all it does. And it also takes up quite a bit of room for just air frying. So that's why we went with the Cuisinart toaster oven air fryer, because it did so many things. It bakes, it toasts, and as well as air fry and everything else. So much better for you than the microwave. You want to heat up steak or something, they'll just get rubbery in the microwave. You can put it in here, heat it up, tastes great. This HotKing air fryer toaster oven has a lot of different features than the Cuisinart, which we are thrilled about. The first thing is that it is a French door toaster oven, as you can see, 2 doors. It's also larger inside where you can fit more food. Now, what is awesome about this, the HotKing air fryer also goes up to 500 degrees, where the Cuisinart only went up to 450 degrees. So the biggest thing that makes this different than the Cuisinart, which I just absolutely love, is that it's dual zone, which means not only can you cook, using all of this space, but you can divide it up and cook 2 different things at the same time at 2 different temperatures with 2 different timers. It's awesome. I'll show you that in a minute. Okay, first of all, when you're using it all together, this is what you have. You have your air fryer basket, slides in there. You have your traditional tray and your pan. You also have a crumb rack down there to clean off for things that drip. And in this mode, you can also use the rotisserie stick to put some steak or a chicken on there and twist it around or roast. So awesome. Our Cuisinart didn't do that, but this one does. So I cannot wait to try this with some meat on the spit. All right, so now we're going to take these all out so I can show you the dual mode. Okay, first of all, this is the insulated divider. This is what will keep it one temperature on one side and different temperature on the other side. So you just see your arrows there. That shows you where to slide it in. Okay, and then as you can see, same pans you had with the large mode, except half the size. These are pretty cute, actually. They're like baby trays, but they still hold quite a bit. Pretty awesome. Also have tongs that come with it for getting your food out. Okay, another thing you may be wondering is, how does this size of the HotKing compare to the Cuisinart? Okay, so first of all, even though it looks a lot larger and it holds quite a bit more food as well as 2 sides of food, it actually is not that much larger of a footprint than the Cuisinart. So as you can see, there's a lot of counter space in front. And let's measure it so you can see. Okay, so the height on this is like 14 1/4, and the height on the Cuisinart was just shy of 14 inches, which is pretty amazing because this actually looks taller, but it's really only like a half inch taller than the Cuisinart. So there's a little bit less space up here, but it still fits under my cupboards nicely. Okay, as for the width, you can see this is about 17 1/4. The Cuisinart was about 15.75. So that makes this one about 1.5 inches wider than the Cuisinart. So if you just measure this, you can see it's a little more than 12 inches. And that is what the Cuisinart was, 12 inches. But if you include these extra pieces back here, now you're looking at like 13.5 inches. So that makes this 1.5 inches deeper than the Cuisinart. So that's it. Just a little bit larger in all dimensions, but still, as you can see, the footprint is not too bad and doesn't take up that much counter space. All right, let's take a closer look and try out some things to cook. It looks so nice inside. It has 2 separate areas, or you can take out the divider and just have one cooking area. On the left side, it tells you right where to put your tray, depending on what you're using it for. So you don't have to remember where the right placement was for your tray. You just look right on there. Turn it on. The AB is for the entire thing, both sides. You can set your temperature, your time. I'm just going to click pizza. It has these different presets that make it really nice, like bake, broil, toast, air fry, roast, dehydrate, fries, reheat. Perfect. Okay, so I have my little mini pizzas ready to go on my air frying tray. I'm going to slide it right in this place right there in the middle, because if you look on the side there, it says pizza. So I just put it there. That made it so easy, so I didn't have to remember where to put it. I just put it where it said pizza, and I used the pizza preset. And then I put in my temperature and my time and start, and it was ready to go. And there's a little light there so you can watch it cooking, which is really nice. So you can see when it's perfectly done and golden on top and ready to go. Look how delicious those look. Perfect. It was nice and cheese was melted. It was crispy on the top and bottom. Perfectly done. These came out great. I was really happy with how these frozen pizzas turned out. Okay, now we're going to try some bread rolls. I'm just going to slide it in there. I put some foil on just to keep that clean, because as few dishes I have to do, the better. That makes it easy for cleanup. I just put it in there at bake, and it baked really nicely. These actually cooked a lot faster in here than if I were to do them in the oven. So that's a big benefit of this, that things like rolls cook much faster without having to use all the electricity of heating up your entire oven. So that is great. Okay, now we're going to try cooking 2 different foods at once. So I'm going to turn this on, and I'm going to click the A side because I'm going to put the chicken nuggets over there. I clicked air fryer. Now I'm clicking the right temperature. This needs to be at 360. And the time, I'm going to put that at, I believe it's 10 minutes. Okay, you can like hold it down to go faster or click individually. Now B side for the taquitas is a higher temperature but lower cooking time. So I will put the temperature 375 and then set the cooking time. See, I'm holding it there so it goes a little faster with the time, or you can click individually when you get closer there. Okay, so this takes 5 minutes cooking time. So 10 minutes and 5 minutes. That means that 5 minutes won't get started until there's 5 minutes left. So once I click start, the left side is going for 10 minutes, but the right side is holding. It's not going to turn on until there's 5 minutes left. So you can put the food in there. The left side will cook, and the right side will just wait till it's time to turn on so that they can both be done at the same time. I love that. So, you know, it's so frustrating when one thing is done faster and then you have to keep it warm while you're finishing cooking up the other thing. This way, they're like both foods are done at the same time makes it so easy. Those chicken nuggets came out nice and crispy, and so did the taquitas, both done at the same time. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I love this. And there was plenty of room for both of those. So all in all, I'll have to say I love my new HotKing air fryer toaster oven, and I can't wait to try lots of different foods in it and see what we can do.